Hi everyone, I'm Sam and I'm here with my co-host Stanley and Alex.
Hey everybody.
Today
Hello.
WZYK has a special feature on the NHL trades from the NHL trade deadline today. So, our first trade of the day is Boston Bruins acquired goaltender Anton Hudobin from the Minnesota Wild for defenseman Jeff Penner and rights to forward Mikko Lehtinen. Hudobin, and this is with the Minnesota Wild. Hudobin has a goals against average of 2.58 and a .911 save percentage, and he is 24 years old. And this is his record with the Houston Aeros. In NHL, he is 2-1-0 and has a 1.59 goals against average. Now, other players involved in this trade, not a lot about them, as they are minor league players, so not a lot of statistics there. So, is this a good trade for the Boston Bruins?
I agree. I
Um,
think it's going to be a great trade.
Now, Alex, is it a
Yeah.
good trade for the Bruins? Alex?
Yeah, it's a pretty good trade.
Now, is it a
Yeah.
good trade? Is it a good trade for the Minnesota Wild, who got minor league players at Jeff Penner and got the rights to forward Mikko Lehtinen? Is it a good trade for them?
Um. To be honest, that trade, I think it's okay. Like it's good and it's okay.
All
I,
right.
for one, agree with Sam's opinion. I think it'll probably be a good trade too.
Now, the
But
Minnesota Wild, I want to say it's probably not a good trade for them. And but yet again, these players are unproven, but minor league players. Let's see what they do in the big leagues.
yeah, plus it's going to be a fresh start for these players. You never know what'll happen in the NHL. Anything can happen.
Now let's take a look at the Anaheim Ducks and St. Louis Blues trade. The Anaheim Ducks have acquired forward Brad Winchester from the St. Louis Blues, and the St. Louis Blues got the 2012 third round pick. Well, Brad Winchester is a very good hockey player. Uh, he he is he has 57 appearances, 14 points, 9 goals, and 5 assists in the 2010-2011 season with 86 penalty minutes. Now the Blues getting a draft pick. I think this is a very good trade for both teams. What about you, Stanley?
I agree with Sam. It'll be a good trade for both teams.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good trade too. I
Alright.
totally agree. Good trade.
Alright. Well, Calgary Flames have acquired forward Frederick Modine from the Atlanta Thrashers for a 2011 seventh round pick. Now keep in mind, the Thrashers are getting a seventh round pick. That's not necessarily good. But the Calgary Flames get Frederick Modine. Uh, Modine won the Stanley Cup in 2004 with his Tampa Bay Lightning, and he has 3 goals and 10 points in 36 games for the Thrashers this season. The Flames are a surging top 8 team in the Western Conference trying to take that spot. I think this is a very good trade and it could help the Flames hang on to that one of those top 8 spots in the league.
I hope so, Sam. Hopefully they'll be one of the top contenders in the NHL.
What about you, Alex?
I really hope so.
Alright, now let's take a look. Washington Capitals got Jason Arnott. Some of you might remember him from his Predators days. The New Jersey Devils got David Steckel in a 2012 second round pick. This is a very good trade for both teams. Jason Arnott is a very good player. So is David Steckel. And a draft pick is always good. You always want a draft pick.
Yeah, always want a draft pick because when you get a draft pick, it can mean good things. However, some draft picks may not be good. It'll be I would call it a waste of talent if you had a bad draft pick. However, if you had a person who um, who was a good talent and can actually work well with another team, that would be considered a good draft pick.
What about you, Alex? Alex?
Um, yeah, I'm pretty much agree with everything you're saying, Sam. So I think it'll also be a good draft pick too.
Okay. Now, let's take a look. These are two teams, the Montreal Canadiens and the Atlanta Thrashers. They swapped a pair of minor league players. Uh, the Montreal Canadiens acquired Drew McIntyre, goalie, and the Atlanta Thrashers got defenseman Brett Festering. Now, these players are unproven. Are they going to be good? I think we're good players. I've seen them play. They're definitely good players. What about you, Stanley?
They are a very good talent. They will be used correctly in the NHL.
Alex, what about you?
Yeah, um, yeah. To be honest, yeah, yeah. No, they actually are going to be good in the NHL because it just sounds like that they're good choices. So yeah, totally.
Let's look at another trade the Anaheim Ducks did. The Anaheim Ducks sent to the Vancouver Canucks forward Maxime Lapierre and forward McGregor Shorp. The Anaheim Ducks get in return forward Joe Perreault in a 2012 third round pick. Well, this is a very good trade for the Vancouver Canucks, and that they get Maxime Lapierre, and that could,
Are you doing something?
yeah,
What are you doing?
I'll be doing
Are
it
you
in a
recording?
second. Yeah, and Maxime Lapierre and McGregor Shorp to the Vancouver Canucks for forwards Joe Perreault and 2012 third round pick. Now, this is a very good trade. The Vancouver Canucks, Maxime Lapierre, could help him get over the hump and get past a few rounds, not just two, not just three, but into the Stanley Cup Finals. And Joe Perreault in the 2012 third round pick for the Anaheim Ducks. Like I said, you always want draft picks. What do you think, Stanley?
I agree with the set of draft picks. They will be good enhancement talents. They will be good talents to be put over in the NHL.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Very good idea. That's all I can say.
The Philadelphia Flyers and the Columbus Blue Jackets made a trade that is still pending approval of NHL, it looks like. So we're going to come back to that trade.
I've got an article that I'd like to read.
Here, Stanley, first we're doing the trades. The, the,
Okay.
the Vancouver Canucks made another trade with the Florida Panthers. The Vancouver Canucks get, excuse me, Chris Higgins, and the Florida Panthers get defenseman Evan Arberg in a 2013 third round pick. I think
That's what I
this
was gonna read.
I think this is a very good trade in that it's like I said, you always want draft picks, and Chris Higgins is another player who can help the Vancouver Canucks get into the Stanley Cup final.
This will be Lapierre's third team of the season, having started with the Montreal Canadiens.
Stanley, what do you think? Or Alex, what do you think?
I guess, yeah, like the Montreal Canadiens. Yep, the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, I agree.
But right now, the New York Rangers acquire forward John Mitchell from the Toronto Maple Leafs for a 2012 seventh round pick. Now remember, that's a seventh round pick, but it's also a minor league player, so I'd say that is what it's worth, and we'll see how his players turn out. And maybe see how that draft pick turns out.
I think it'll be a pretty good acquisition.
Alex, what about you?
Alright, not same answer again. Just, just because I agree. Yeah, I think it's a good acquisition also.
Now let's take a look at an Los Angeles Kings and an Edmonton Oilers trade.
I'm looking
These
forward to this.
The Edmonton Oilers kind of held the Kings ransom. So the Los Angeles Kings get forward Dustin Penner, who's a really good player. But let's look what they had to give up. They had to give up former first round pick and a prospect defenseman Colton to Tubert. They had to give up a 2011 first round pick and a 2012 third round pick. Now that's probably a little too much to give up for this player, even though this player is really good.
A little too much.
Wait a second. Alex hung up on us.
Again?
Yeah. Alright, let's
Oh
just keep going. His fault. Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Well, folks, if you want to read more about the trades, go to our website at WZYKNashville.webs.com. In the meantime, we'll keep you posted on some more trades in the NHL.
Alex went offline now. Let's keep going with our trade, Stanley. He hung up on us. We'll call him after the show and we'll get mad at him. But let's keep going now,
Okay.
okay? Alright.
Wait a minute, he's back on. He's back on.
Alright, you stood a conference call right away.
All right. All right, we're on the WZYK hotline, folks. This may take a while. It's been a long time since he's